All right, another question that came in is, well, I had a talk with my recovering boyfriend who's thinking about drinking again. He's still clean off narcotics though. I laid down a boundary that there will be no alcohol in the house. I also expressed that most alcoholics and addicts talk about their first wife and how they eventually left. I told him I don't want to be the first wife. That's powerful right there. He was not happy and slipped into depression. I felt so guilty and worried. I know setting boundaries is for the best and I'm expressing my feelings, but I guess I feel guilty going from saying, I want to be with you forever no matter what, to now saying, one day, maybe not in a year or 10, we're eventually going to have to choose alcohol or me. I feel that he doesn't think I love him like I previously have expressed, and that's not true. I still am in love with him, just the same amount, just starting to care more for myself. So the question is, how do I deal with this guilt and manipulation while still setting a boundary? This is fantastic. First of all, to have that comfort level to share. There's a differentiation that I think will really help immensely as you sit down. You want to disassociate the behavior from the person. So the person you're going to love forever. That's where you can say, I have unconditional love regardless of what you do. I love you. Let's talk about the behavior. When this behavior presents itself, I don't want to be a part of that type of behavior. So let's come up with a plan where if this does happen, we both know what the solution or consequences will be. And as difficult as it is, having this talk and discussion ahead of time is incredibly powerful. So not to discount what may or may not happen in the future because we don't know. At least there's somewhat of a game plan. But the biggest aspect that you can take from this one is being able to separate the human being, the soul, that love for the person, and separate that from the behavior. And so what comes to mind, the way that you said this is fantastic, of what a powerful anchor. Talk about something hitting you between the heart of saying, I'm afraid of what may happen, and hearing these stories and saying, I don't want to be your first wife. I want to be your one and only wife. And here's some conditions that we need to come up with and create together to make sure that we have this. Because there are some non-negotiables, and it varies from relationship to relationship. And even going back to biblical time, you can look at what are these non-negotiables. And again, it's different for everyone. But in some relationships, it's infidelity is a deal killer. Sorry, that is zero tolerance. If you choose to be infidel, if you choose to have infidelity, then that is a game changer, and we end that when we get into a relationship knowing that. That's where we go. Now, some people will revisit that, some won't. We've even worked with couples where they said a game changer is no kids. So again, it's not a thing of judgment of what they're wanting is right or wrong. It's having this discussion and how to navigate the different emotions. So I'm hoping that helps as far as I love. It's this behavior that is not welcome or tolerated in this relationship. And if it presents itself, what can we do together so the core authentic you, the you I love unconditionally, is there, so we get the positive and fun behavior that is what and why we fell in love with each other. A lot of the times that helps, because on the flip side, what the individual hears is, if you make a mistake, if something bad happens, I'm out of here and I'm going to withhold my love from you, as a tool or manipulation. Even though that wasn't the intention or what the other person means, a lot of the time that's the distorted thinking that I hear is, oh great, they're going to withhold love from me and do something, and we just start going crazy in our own mind. And so I leave you with that: behavior versus the individual.